Deb, we're hearing a number of questions around AI in the enterprise. I'm interested in your view of what are the key questions being considered at present.
Well, obviously the big question is around data, and it's on people's mind, mainly because of the General Data Protection Regulation, which was issued in the EU. Now, it impacts even the US in ways that people don't realize. Can you tell us a little bit more about that as well?
The GDPR is coming into effect in May 2018. It's a significant data privacy regulation that's impacting not only EU organisations, but also non-EU organisations that handle the data of EU citizens. So data privacy is on the minds of many simply because of the changes that companies need to make in order to comply with that regulation. But even if we put GDPR to the side for a moment, questions around data privacy are just really another way of giving voice to an overriding concern that AI has immense power and ability to understand and synthesize data in ways that perhaps were not originally intended.
That's always been true. Whether we're talking about e-commerce or surfing on your phone, data collection has been on the minds of many. But what makes AI different this time around is that it's so powerful, using all sorts of different technologies coming from the cloud, from big data, quantum computing even, is that we're moving from the private, so in terms of your own personal data, your ethnicity, your sexual orientation, your address, etc., and moving toward an understanding, a deep understanding, not just insights, not just knowledge, but really an understanding around the things that we keep secret and don't even realize maybe even of ourselves. And that's what people are starting to say, this is slightly creepy.
Current regulations don't address the creepiness factor, and this is resulting in a real trust deficit. Without trust, we're not going to see the technology be adopted as quickly or reaching its full potential. At the moment, innovation is moving light years ahead of where the laws and regulations are and need to be. What do you think the implications of this are for organizations?
It's a great question. I think with any disruptive technology, this initial adoption period is extremely important. The technology itself is actually quite robust, but it's where the community attitudes are very fragile. So we're talking about employees, we're talking about consumers, we're talking about stakeholders, shareholders, etc. And there really, other than data protection, there really are no specific regulations right now. So it's really incumbent upon companies to take this initial time period to self-regulate in a way where the main goal is to establish digital trust. And one of the fundamental building blocks around that is developing good hygiene when it comes to data privacy compliance.